So watch to the end of the video, you guys, and see how I make out on this monster log. Oh my goodness, it's this time of year. This white stuff is going to start showing up. Anyways, I hope you guys are all well. Stick around. Today I think what we'll talk about is why I think you guys should buy a used dirt bike or any used motorcycle. So stick around, it's going to be fun. Boy, the 300 feels good. It feels a lot different than my other bikes, I'll tell you that. Whew, that is some fun riding right there. Whoop, wrong trail. Big sweeping berm, I love that one. Looks like I'm gonna ride on the lake, doesn't it? On the wrong trail there for a minute. This one's a little tricky. It's a little bit tricky, that one. You got to carry your speed out of the corner. And I think there's trees down everywhere over here. Some of you guys might remember this gnarly technical hill. I climbed it a whole bunch in a bunch of videos ago. It's actually insanely steep. I know it won't look like it on the camera, and there's a wet log, and it's not straight either. It's on an angle, so you gotta kind of get around this lump of dirt, and yeah, it's a fun hill to climb. It's very technical and tricky. So like I was saying, you guys, why a used bike? Well, why not? I mean, this is kind of my philosophy. Like, a new bike is, you know, 10 grand or more, and then, you know, for 10 grand you could get two 5 grand bikes, so you'd be so much further ahead. You could buy a used 300 and you could buy a trials bike, and that would literally do so much more for your riding, you wouldn't even believe it. But that's just kind of my philosophy. You know, I'd rather have a couple years old bike and have a few bikes than have a couple brand new ones. So yeah, I hope that helps some of you guys. They're pretty easy to look over too. I mean, it's not like buying a car. You know, a car is pretty big. There's a lot of things to go wrong with a bike. Really, there's just engine compression and, you know, wheel bearings and chain and a few little things. But other than that, it's pretty basic. So I always say go for the used bike and fix it up to the way you like it. You're going to be way further ahead. I know there's a few other things too to consider. You know, lots of people don't have the cash to throw around for used bikes, and financing these days is probably pretty attractive. I haven't financed a bike in so long, I can't remember, but it's an easy way for people to get into a new bike. But, you know, I would say, you know, if you got a decent job and you can save up a couple grand, buy a used motocross bike and then tailor it to the way you want. You know, you could put flywheel weights on it if you're going to ride in the bush, or you can ride the motocross track with it. And then every year, you know, sell that bike for what you paid for it, and then keep trading up till you get the bike of your dreams. That's just kind of the way I've always thought about bikes. I mean, I've always been able to get a brand new bike if I wanted one, but to be honest, if I bought a brand new 300 fuel injected, it would be a beautiful bike, no doubt about it, but it wouldn't make me ride any better. So it doesn't really make sense. So that's just kind of the way I think about it. So I don't know, I hope that helps some of you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. You know, are you guys for used bikes or brand new bikes? I mean, it all depends on your income, I suppose. So yeah, let me know. Right on. You guys are probably looking at these grassy fields going, that's Canada in mid-November. Yeah, it's been weird. We've had a lot of rain and sun this fall, and all the grass has come back, and it's like you'd think it's spring. This makes for some nice riding, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna film this little section for sure for you guys. It's pretty crazy steep on the other side here. Gnarly trail. I forgot how gnarly it was actually. I can definitely tell the trials bike has definitely got me focusing more on my lines and, you know, better clutch and throttle control. I had pretty decent control before, so the trials bike's only going to help. Okay, you guys are going to like this part. Of course, there's a tree. Gnarly. We'll take the low trail here. I'll show you guys this little. Look to my right. You wouldn't want to throttle you wouldn't want your throttle to stick right about here. It's a long way down. Yeehaw! Oh, look at that! It's spring again. Okay, we'll see how my little 300 does compared to my beast 500. Nice. Yeah, it's definitely no 500, but it does go good. I think we got this. It's a good size one, there's no doubt about it. So I'm gonna hit it right where that bark is. Look at that, nothing to it. Actually, that was a big log. And I could feel my rear wheel slide as I let the clutch out to get over it. Okay, I got that little camera running again. We're gonna give this one more go. We're really gonna try and apply that trials, you know, the double blip thing I always talk about. You really gotta force the bike down. That's why I like the soft suspension, so you can get the rebound to get over. Nicely done, HEDDLETOWN. That's awesome. That's a good log. That's a good size log on a very wet day. I can actually feel my bike slide around on the log. But that's that trials bike right there. That's the exact technique that I use to get over that. It's really no big deal. So it feels good to clean a nice size log like that, you guys. That's a tricky one to do on the uphill like that when it's wet, and it's actually a little bit off the ground too, so it's a good one. If you can get over that cleanly without flailing all over the place, you're doing pretty good, I think. So that's gonna wrap it up for me, you guys. Definitely drop some comments below. Give me an old thumbs up, and if you guys aren't subscribed, if you're new to the channel, hit the little red subscribe button down there, and there's a little bell icon beside it, just like this picture here. That gives you a notification in your email when I upload videos, so hit that as well. And the drop down in the description, like this picture, that's got all my social media if you guys want to check out what I get up to, you know, on my off time. I post a lot of wicked photos on Instagram and cool stuff, so you guys might dig some of that stuff. But other than that, I'll see you guys on the next video. Right on, thanks for watching.